Why, hello there. It's me again, Nathaniel. I, I had this thought that was super interesting, and I just really wanted to share it with you. I'm at a special place in my life right now where, well, mostly like intentionally, where I want to really be true and to my intentions, if that makes sense. Um, Maybe I will start scripting my videos one day, but not just now because I also really appreciate the rambling of like the train of thought. And as long as you have the time to sit with me, then that's amazing. I'm the first person to have so many thoughts, and for my thoughts to branch out so many different directions. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard to take control of your life. Um, And I mean that in the sense of being addicted to, let's say, my phone and to not quite prioritizing the things that I think I want to do. I have a lot of projects in mind and I don't commit to them. And I'm starting to think that that says more about my intentions than anything else. I mean, it's so easy to just go on autopilot. Huh. If it's so easy to go on autopilot to for me to default to looking at my phone and scrolling my day away, or to I don't know, take too long showers because I just like the feeling of the water, like it's comforting, or take long baths. What if I could reset my default so that to go on autopilot would mean something that puts me in the direction forward, in the direction of success by means of achieving more of the things that I think I want to do, to be more intentional, to live life with more intention. I feel like I did that so well at the end of November, beginning of December, when I was in Japan. And how typical that a person goes out and solo travels and it's so life transforming. Why would that have to be a stigmatic cliche? Of course, that's gonna happen when you're out in solo traveling. Of course, you're gonna get to know yourself better and see things with yourself, with your thinking, with your the way you or the way that I, in this case, then because it's about me, the way that I react towards certain things. I really got to know what's important to me, and the only person that I had to look after was myself. So I really had to. Well, I had all the chances to be really intentional and to really do what I wanted to. And I feel like you have that same power in your everyday life. So it should just be enough when you're at your phone to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'll just put my phone away for now. Or if you want to look through Instagram, then do that, but be intentional about it. Own it and say, this is actually fine right now. I have something that I want to check. Or I think I need to just scroll for like 5 or 10 minutes. As long as you're aware that you're doing it and you can sort of justify it, or at least you're being intentional about it, what more can be asked of you? Um, One thing that is kind of on the same track, I saw this reel. I think this reel that I saw was what sparked this idea for the video and my train of thought. It was something about things to do, or routines to have. I think it was things to do in 2026 after a breakup, and I feel like you don't have to break up with anyone to do these things. One of the things was start to have things like respect your boundaries. It has something to do with tolerance. Like have a bit of like don't tolerate certain things. And it's so interesting. I really needed to hear that, and that really put the nail in the coffin for me in a relationship that I'm having right now with a friend. I really like him dearly. I do. He's such a good friend to me, and I hope to be a good friend to him. But I've realized that we have completely different, maybe not completely, but different enough for me to notice and to express it that way, um, ways of kind of reacting to our emotions and reacting to different situations. Things that are super not important and not a big deal to me seem to blow up for him. And to really respect his integrity, I might exaggerate a bit. So when I say it's just he reacts stronger or bigger than I would have, maybe it's not an overreaction. I also truly believe that reactions really make sense because people have their way, their reality, and sure, some people can react in ways that would be objectively wrong, but at least for this person, my friend, I know that he's really a reasonable guy. So I really want to believe that his reactions are validated by his truth and the way that he sees things. He's not overreacting by his means or objectively because that's true to him. But for me, that's not how I would react to that situation. It's not that big of a deal for me personally, but it's so good that we have different things that we prioritize and that different things in life have different weights to them. The thing is that my relationship with him right now is the only friendship that I have where I feel like I'm the least like myself, where I feel like I need to reach furthest to meet him, because I feel like when I do things not even intentionally harmful because I don't want to be a mean person, I don't want to harm him, I seem to hurt him in different ways. And there's always this, hey Nathaniel, I didn't like this, or you hurt me when you said this. And I've had a hard time trying, like, really knowing how to be around him in that regard. We also have such fun together. We really just he shows me so much new music and I just love the music that he shows me. And we can really have, I mean, we play games together and we have deep conversations about things that we find interesting. He's like one of the intellectually most intellectual person that I know and that is present in my life right now. And it's super interesting because I really like his way of logical thinking, and he's such a good person um, to kind of balance, not balance. What's the word I'm looking for? Bounds? I don't know. Things with ideas, back and forth. And I really like him, and I really cherish our friendship. But I realized that me and the way that I work, when I'm next to someone who I feel like, oh no, I'm hurting their feelings, I'm the first one to take steps back. And I don't want that to be the case because, as I said, I really enjoy this friendship. I really enjoy being with him, and I like him a lot as a person and as a friend. So it would be so sad if I started to move away from him and not spend as much time with him because I'm scared that I will hurt him in any way, not intentionally. And what that made me realize is that I don't want to live that way. So I'll talk to him and I'll express the things that I feel are kind of not working out between us two, and in hopes that we can communicate maturely and that we can come to some sort of agreement, or if it was all just a misunderstanding or whatever. And I really got the chance to say to him that I think I recognize my own patterns in a relationship like this, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna take steps back from you and not spend time with you because I'm afraid that I will hurt you, because I don't know what I'm doing to hurt you, because again, I feel like his reactions are a bit stronger than mine. In certain cases, in other cases, my reactions are much stronger than his. Also, like, that's something that I realized after having spoken to him. I said that to him, that I think this is the only relationship that really opens my mind for new perspective in this way, because a lot of my other friendships, me and my friends, we think almost the same and we feel the same. We have this same kind of people pleasing thing, and where we're not quite, maybe we don't really want to be confrontational in a way. But this other person, I feel like he has no problem being direct, and I have a lot to learn from that. And that is what this reel sparked in me is that I want to be more intentional in my communication and to trust myself and to also have integrity towards myself and to have my own back and to say, you know what, I might be at fault here, but this is how I'm feeling and I can't really change that. So there's that. I hear you. I understand what you're saying. Please try and understand what I'm saying, because this is a two-way communication, and I would really appreciate it if we can both be curious about each other's sides in this argument. And it's just interesting because I feel like I'm not confrontational and scared of confrontation anymore. I'm more confrontational now because now I'm not scared anymore. Now I have my own back, and that's so interesting. This 1, 2, or I guess 3 or 4 conflicts that have appeared between me and him has really taught me to have my own back, and that is kind of the function except for all the good parts that we have also, is that I can see that the bad things that happen between us also come with a lesson. Or rather, I can kind of find and put together a lesson from that. I don't think that everything happens for a reason. I think us as humans are really good at turning bad situations into good ones, learning from our mistakes, and to live life not with guilt, but with curiosity and forgiveness. And I think that's really a beautiful way to live, because you learn a lot and you forgive a lot and you're just happier, I think. So that's that's an idea this real sparked in me, is that I don't want to be afraid to stand up for my own thoughts. And I am never, when it comes to strangers, I am not. And when it comes to positive things amongst my friends, but as soon as it comes to criticism or disagreeing with friends, up until now, that has not been my strong suit. But now I'm more excited to kind of exercise this new idea of, standing up for myself and my opinion and feelings in a matter. So yeah, don't know what you can take away from this. Again, I feel like these ramble vlogs are more for myself to look back on, also to be more consistent with my posting on YouTube. But if there's anyone who actually stumbled across this video, it's also fun. I see that I have 2 subscribers. But I can't see who they are. Sometimes my videos get likes, and that's always fun. And it's just fun, because 2 subscribers, they could be bots, but why would 2 bots find my page? So you're probably human, and I don't know if you see this. If you're one of my subscribers, I'm happy to have you here. Hopefully you learned something from this. Maybe I know you personally. I don't know who found this account, but I thought that it was a bit funny when I saw that, oh wait, people subscribe to me and these are the only kind of videos I'm posting. If you can take any wisdom or anything away from this, if you're disagreeing completely with me, then at least maybe you've gotten some perspective in how I think. Then that's perfect. But if not, that's okay, totally fine too. I think I'm just posting these, they're truly just for myself. And I still have this idea and ambition of posting more scripted videos that could bring more value than just these rambles. But for me, it's fun, and I have absolutely no reason not to post these. So that's why I'm doing it. Yeah,